everyone. You've tuned in to another episode of Creativity is Contagious. And I'm so glad that you're with me because today I'm in the frame shop. I am going to try to work on a lot of different projects while I have you with me and discuss what I'm doing while I apply certain methods and applications to the job at hand. So first I'm going to take a frame that I have had in a vise, hardening with glue in the corners, and then I'm going to attach it using a special piece of equipment that's available to the industry and trade of picture framing. So let me loosen this up. Okay, this is the frame that I'm joining, and I already have my stops set. I already have this measured out to where it will put in a connector from underneath the molding. Now this tool or piece of machinery is called an underpinner, and it's also known as a V-nailer. And the reason it's called a V-nailer is because of the shape of the brackets or brads, attachments, that are going up from behind and penetrating the wood in the shape of a V. I'm going to put in a couple at one time. I'm going to scoot it forward, put in one, another, and another. And in the deeper parts, I can put in more than one V-nail, and that will allow it to go up higher within the wood. These V-nails are only 1/4 of an inch high. So I'll put in those. That one. Another. Oh, and there goes the air compressor. It's really loud, so I'm going to quickly go through this and go cut that thing off. Plus, I'm going to move the camera so that we can work on another project together. There, I think that will work just fine. Okay, that loud mouth is finally quiet. Okay, now what I'm doing, I am putting together a picture in a frame. The mats have been cut, the glass has been cut, the molding was cut and joined, and what I have now is a picture in a mat with its backing board behind it. I have a frame joined and ready to go. The glass is inside of the frame. When you go to clean glass inside of a frame to put the frame together, it's always best that you do it with the glass inside the frame as opposed to the glass laying on top of a table or surface where it could slide all around. It's always best to spray your cloth instead of spraying the actual glass. And if you will rub in a circular pattern, it's supposed to reduce the amount of streaking on the glass. Be sure to get your corners really clean because that's a place that a lot of dust and debris like to settle. Then go to a dry portion of your cloth, and again in a circular motion, dry it. Now I've already cleaned this glass before we got started, but I did this as a demonstration. And it was a piece of glass that someone brought me that was theirs. So it wasn't brand new, fresh out of the box. And I'm actually cleaning off sticker residue and age from it already being a used piece of glass. Just going to dust it out with a sable hair brush. Very soft. It won't scratch the glass. And this is also a brush that's specially made for the trade of picture framing. So there, I've dusted it out. Now I'm going to get my artwork. It's nicely sandwiched. The backing board, which is a piece of foam core, then the artwork, and then an acid-free mat right on top. So I will dust the surface of the art off, make sure it looks good, and then I'll lay it face down in the frame. Now I'm taking what's called a frame point driver, framer's gun. These are also specially made for the trade of picture framing. And you just lay it flat on your backing board usually and staple in. I like to put just a few of the brads in, or framer's points. Don't go all the way around, because that gives me the opportunity, if there's any debris or dust inside, I can take it apart a lot quicker, which I'm going to have to do in this case. I see a few pieces of dust that have fallen in, and my customer won't like that. Most of all, I won't like it. I would not be proud of sending that out with my sticker on the back of it. This is a framing point puller, and it's made in the shape of these points. They have a neat little notch in them, kind of like a puzzle piece. It fits perfectly into the other and pulls it out. Another trade tool. As with most things, if you have the right tools, you can get the job done. But if you only have a few of the tools, you can still get the job done and you can make do. But if you plan on doing picture framing as a hobby, it's always fun and you feel a sense of accomplishment that it's something that you did. It's always best to take anything that needs conservation practices, anything that is irreplaceable or that you need to really be protected. It's always good to take that to a professional, though. We encourage everybody to get in there and get hands-on and try out picture framing and do as much of it as they can. Plus, it makes them appreciate the picture framer. But these are a few of the neat tools that we use, and I just wanted to share with you some of what is part of a day in the life of a picture framer. And this is just a grain of sand on the beach for what is all available here in the shop. We have matting and artwork and how to cut glass and how to mount a picture to a backing board, how to decorate a mat. There are so many things that a professional picture framer can do for you. And I love this job. I have been framing for so long now that I don't remember it being a part of my life. And I'm just glad that I fell into it. So if you ever need some picture framing, remember Kimbo's Frame and Design. We're here to help you. And have fun if you want to do some framing at home. Tune in next time for Creativity is Contagious with Kimbo Daniel. Have a great day.